everybody. Thank you for stopping by. I'm so glad that you did. I wanted to do a quick showcase of my journal that, the tab journal that we've been creating, or I've been creating on Facebook. I mean, YouTube. I'm so sorry. And a few other things if we have time. But this is her, and I've named her A Story of Hope because it's for my friend who fell ill and got very, very sick, and miraculously has been healed. She's got a long journey ahead, but it was so delightful to be able to make this for her. And as I've said in my previous journals, she's a dear friend, and she fell very ill, and she wanted to keep a journal of her experience and of her journey healing. And she was just going to put it in a notebook because she really doesn't have the strength to make a journal or even find her washi tape at this time. And ironically, I had already started making her a writing journal. Not specifically for that. It just turned out that way. So, serendipity. In any event, so I have titled her A Story of Hope, and that's hope. So I hope you enjoy her. The kit I've used is primarily from the Sisters in Bloom kit by Raindrop Lila. You can find her on Etsy. If you type in Sisters, all of the kits that are included in this beautiful kit will pop up. And it's a beautiful kit. I've really enjoyed working with it. And I don't know if you've watched any of my previous videos, but I had a conversation with Lydia quite a while ago, and she's asked me to be a guest designer for her new spring journal kit, and I will be showcasing the kit pages hopefully in a video tomorrow. Currently I'm not feeling too well. I've had a couple of things going on with family, and but I did want to get this up so that I could get this to Kathy. So I hope you enjoy her, and thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you for your lovely comments. I'll get to them, I promise. And for anybody that's new here, welcome. We usually have a very good time here. And I apologize for being so tired today, but I haven't had a lot of sleep, but I really do want to get this in the mail today. So, in any event, also, before I get started, please continue to pray for my friend, Carol Ann, at CAJ Crafts. She's still very ill in hospital. And also for unspoken prayer for my friend, Tara Renee. She is in the community, and a lot of you know her. So if you could continue to pray for her, she's lost her mom. And she needs our prayer and our thoughts and our good wishes right now. So that said, sorry to start on such a low note, but I'm so glad that you stuck by me, and I hope that you'll stay with me until the end of this video, because I have something to show you at the end if I can get through this fast enough and without crying. Because making her was wonderful, but when I flipped through her, I did have tears. So anyway, just thinking about how very fortunate we are that she's still with us. And yeah, so let's begin. So this is Hope, A Story of Hope. And I've put on a topper inspired by Justine at House of Mahalo. I made it a little bit differently. You can go back and see the video of how I made it. I added the butterfly, which I got a lot of comments because I didn't know whether to do the butterfly or a flower. And I did do the butterfly, and I added some threads for the wings. It is a tab binding, as you can see, and I've used my own fabric washi. I know that Tim Holtz has fabric washi as well. I just found that out. So I did not invent fabric washi. I just make it myself. So on the side here, you'll see 3 brads. I wanted buttons, but I couldn't find anything really that went with it. And I just thought that those silver brads really did the vintage look I was going for. So let's open her up. I did have to tie her. I thought I wouldn't have to, but you know, I just kept adding ephemera. This is primarily a writing journal. However, it's got some very cute parts. So we'll open her up. And on the first page, we have a tuck spot. And I have made a little journaling card. And this was a collage I had made and cut up. And I did this on video as well. So if you want to take a look at that, you can. And it says love, trust, and pixie dust. And that's just a little fairy I made out of the girl. And putting the wings on were inspired by Raindrop Lila. This is what she had done, and this is also part of the kit. So, yeah, so a few of them I have added the fairy wings because they just look like sweet little fairies. So that goes in there. And then in here, I've explained these already, but I'll go through it again for those of you who haven't seen them. This was inspired originally by Heather at Rose Hill Paper Cottage, but Rachel from Roxy Creations has done them as well. So this is March when she fell ill, and you just take this out and open it up, and there's plenty of space for writing. This is March in French, and this comes from Ruby and Pearl. And then in here, I've just, this is how it goes. It comes apart like this. They're very easy to make. You just take, you know, any kind of paper. I believe this might be from Rachel at Roxy Creations. I'm not sure. I have a lot of digitals. So then you just, there's plenty of writing space. And then you just fold this up like this. And you've got a little tuck here, a little tuck here. And inside, I just took a scrap for more writing space. And that tucks right in here. And then I made this little collage of 2 friends together. And just get some tea stained paper. And that goes there. And then, like I said, this has writing space. This goes in the back part here. And then this little band is another scrap I had, and this just slides over it to keep it all together. And you could use ribbon or twine or what have you, but I just thought that that gave it a nice vintage look. And I won't show you all of these. I have March, April, and May done. So, and then this is just a journal that I made for her, and it says, write your story. And then it's got some wings here, and it says today is a new beginning, and just a couple of little, you know, just little pieces of ephemera. And then I won't go through all the pages, but it's got 40 pages, so 80 front and back. It's got some butterflies, but like I said, it's primarily for her to write in. I don't know what else it has in here. I think that's about all that I put. I didn't want to put too much. I did give her some, this is primarily tea stain paper, parchment paper. Everything is, you know, either tea stained, and then I embossed the front and, you know, the back. This image, again, I believe is from Raindrop Lila as well, from a different kit. And then this is the collage board that I had made, and I decorated it with some French photos that a friend of mine from France takes. Her name is Amy, and she sends me the photos, and then I print them. And then I put some age tape here, and I do have a video on that. It's the simpler tape, the one that I used the tea stained baking paper with, which I don't have next to me. Inside here, I've just clipped it to keep it in. It's a tuck spot. And this one says April. And again, the writing. I forgot to put the decoration on that. I do have one, but we'll just put this one in here now for me to remember. I do have something decorated for that. I forgot to put it in. And then in this pocket, from my collection of postcards, I put in 2 fairy postcards for her to write in. And I just thought these were very appropriate for the book. The colors went well. And then these were very fun to make. I did not make these on camera, but I would be happy to. These photos come from a collection made by Ruby and Pearl. And I just aged them. And this is a little girl with chicks. And then this is like a wedding. And then there's this one, a little girl with a flower basket. And then there's this one. I hope you can see these. And then she belongs to our admin group at Rach and Bella Crafts. And there's 7 of us, I believe, total on the group. So I chose this photo, and as you can see, I aged some tape, and I just thought it would be fun to have all of us together in her book. I think she'll get a kick out of that. I won't show you what I wrote on the back. But anyway, these were very fun, and I could do a video on aging photos if you would like. They're a lot of fun to make and very simple. They tuck right inside this pocket. And I've added a paper clip just so that she knows that they're in there mainly. They're not going to fall out, but mainly I put the little paper clip in there that's so she'd know that they were in there. And then you turn the page. Sorry. This is an envelope that I had gotten some stationery a long time ago in a thrift store. And these envelopes are very cool. I love them. You just open it up like this. And I have a letter in there to her. And this is another one of Amy's photos. I just added the aged tape. I did some stenciling here. She lives in France. She's a dear, dear friend. We were pen pals 4 years ago, and we've been pen pals since. And we send each other pen pal mail every month, or we talk on the phone, or we send each other fun things in email. This is another one of her photos that she took. She's a wonderful photographer. And I just put some age tape there. And it's a tuck spot and a journaling card I made. It's got a little bit of glitter glass around here and a little lace bow. And I just put a little bit of stenciling there. And then you turn the page. And this is another collage. It's in there a little bit tight. This is another collage tag that I made out of our collage board. I think that I didn't finish it on video, but I added Wish Upon a Star, Fairy Dust Wishes. And I love how it says the music, you know, the collaging. I just love the way these came out. And then I backed it with a postcard and then stitched all around it. So that's all stitched around. These I made on video. They're little 35mm photo cards, but this is a faux one. It's just made out of paper. A rusted safety pin. He's feeding a lamb. I collaged. That's all I did. I have a video on making these if you'd be interested. Just go back a couple of videos. I think it says faux vintage. I don't remember what it says. And you turn the page. I did this, or I showed it on video. She has arthritis. This is from Roxy Creations Inspired. And I don't have a video on creating this, but I did show it. She has arthritis, so I did mine a little bit differently than she did. What I did was I put my pocket in with some Velcro so that she could take it out, because this is where all of her ephemera is being kept for the journal. I did put some, I did put a Velcro dot on this, but once I got it all filled, it popped open. So I just put this on it just to make sure that the Velcro would stay shut. And this is just a picture I took so that she would relax. And it's just Rosemary's tea salts. Not tea salts, rosemary bath salts. And then you open it up, and this is just a copy of a French letter. And then in here, I just put a few little pieces of ephemera are in here. And then in here, I put some washi tape on a card, some tags from the kit, and a whole bunch of words and sentiments to give her inspiration for when she's writing. And then she can just tape those right on. They're all backed with double-sided tape to make it a little bit easier for her. This little tab here was inspired by Enchanted Dream 71. That's Lori. I thought that tab was just a good idea. And then that just Velcros right in there. So she doesn't have to fiddle with it because, like I said, she does have arthritis. And then you just take this. Now, I've left it as a floating pocket. I think I said I was going to glue it in, but decided to leave it as a floating because this way she can take it out and put it back in. In here, we have another journaling card back. And if you pull it out, there's another journaling card. And here's the back. And I've stitched it all around. You can't see the stitching because I decided there was so much going on that I'd use the paler thread. These I did, showed a video where I cut it out of the Cricut vinyl that you can get at the Dollar Tree. I do not have a Cricut, but because I'm so technologically inept. But I'm going to try and get one and do it because Carol Ann at CAJ Crafts is doing a great job in teaching us how to use it. So I might get another one. But anyway, I just die cut those out in different colors. And I love the way they came out. And then in here, I did an envelope. And I just collaged it here. Put some lace along here. It's tea-stained lace paper. And then I just did a little collage here. It says Collect Moments. But I left it open like this so that she could write on it. Or if she so chooses, she could tape it up and use it as an envelope. I'll leave that up to her. And that just slides in there like that. And this slides right in here like this. And the two pockets came from the kit. I'm sorry. Turn the page. Another one. This is May. I won't pull it all out. But I did do this little collage. It was a little piece left over from the collage board. Put a little rose with a little bit of my mother-in-law's wedding veil. And it says, "You are beautiful." And then I just took a little bit of my watercolor, and I painted this in just to highlight it a little bit. And I made it vintage looking. I'm going to be doing a video on how to do those. That may be in my next video. How I age those and make them look like sort of real. And that goes in there. Another one, and of course the swan. this, and then she can also write on the back of that. And that slides in this pocket, which of course, again, I use the collage. I use the whole sheet of collage. It's just 1 8.5 by 11, and I backed it onto tea-stained graph paper. It's very thin, so you can back it with anything, you know, and use it for pages in your journal, or you could use it as, you know, cut it up and back it. I know it fits. I've had it in there 3 times. And then another one of these that I made, this is actually a real 35mm age tape, and then just a little snippet that I put here with a button. And then in here, I just thought it would be fun for her to remember, to cherish memories. And here I put a piece of my lavender with some age tape, and I aged the photo. And then I sewed around here, and then I sewed around here. And there's the back. Not a lot of writing space. I probably should cover that. Yeah, I'll do that. And then I just ran some lace and some peach velvet here. And then this is another pocket we made on video. Very simple. But it's got a lot of space. It's got one of my twisted tangles that I include in all of my journals, some lace, and just these are scraps. And you can go back and see one of those. Just look at twisted tangles. You'll see how to make them. And then just some flowers. And then these I put through my embossing machine, and I did back them for writing. And this, again, I put through my embossing machine and backed for writing. Actually, this also has a little tag for her to write in. I think I put a few in there. I did. And then this actually slides right in here. And then she could pin it to something, or what have you. I'm going to cut this because it's here. I always do this in my walkthroughs. I'm so sorry. Okay, so that's it for that. And then that's it. This is the back. And then, like I said, I just put this very subdued, tried to make it subdued as possible. It's just some ribbon. I forget what you call it. It's ribbon. And then it just ties like this for easy tying. And she could take, you know, she doesn't have to leave it on there. But I think she'll like to have it tied. I can't tie bows on video very well. I don't think anybody can. We always see that. So where are we in time? I'd love to show you some other things I got in Happy Mail and something I made for a challenge. So where are we? 23, we have time. I hope that you'll stay with me, and I hope that you enjoy Hope, or A Story of Hope. I love her, and I really hope that you do too. And I hope that you enjoyed this little series, which didn't really intend on being a series, but it did turn out that way. And I'm so glad that you stopped by to see her finished. So that's Hope. The other thing that I made was we had a challenge in Line Dot Arrow to make a faux mini piano roll. So what I used was, I actually am fortunate enough to have real piano roll, as you can see. And it has the song on it, but it's way down there. This is just a piece of it. And then I took my register tape, my tea-stained register tape, vintage, and I embossed it. And then I covered the piano roll with the embossed tape. and then it unties here. I put a little, please excuse my nails, it's the Fabri-Tac. I've got to stop using it. So please excuse my fingernails. I'm sorry. So it just unties like this, and if any of you know what a vintage piano roll looks like, this is what it looks like. I painted this part in gold because I don't have a different one here to show you, but this is basically what a piano roll looks like. And, you know, it has this end on it. So I just painted this with some gold acrylic paint, and I did a sewing theme. Simply, I took some of the pattern paper and I made a ruffle, except when I rolled it up, it crushed the ruffle, of course, duh. So here it is. I just cut all the little girls out of the front of the pattern. It's a very vintage pattern. It's from the 50s. And it just rolls up like this, and I thought I'd add some doilies, a little bit of fabric, and a little bit of this beautiful peach tulle that has polka dots on it. You can't really see the peach color. It looks almost white in the camera. But these are all pieces from the pattern. Either the inside of the pattern or the pattern itself. So I added the tea-stained paper first, which was embossed, which was silly because once you rolled it up, you lost the emboss. Then I added the ruffle all the way down the middle with the vintage pattern tissue paper. And then I added the collage with all the pieces to the Simplicity pattern. And I added the Simplicity print, I forget what it says, printed pattern. And then I put the number 2 here because you know I love numbers. Oh dear. And I will do a video on these if you'd like to see how I made it. They are so simple. And that's the number of the pattern there. And like I said, I added these to it. This is a straw. I added 2 head pins, and then I put in a little tiny Swarovski, you know, just a Swarovski little gem there to kind of hold it and bring it out a little bit so I could add my 2 little charms, which like I said was a pair of embroidery scissors and a spool of thread. They're not real silver, they're silver, just color. And then you just roll it back up, which now is very easy. Like so. And I'd be happy to do a video on how I created one of these. You can create it in any style or go on Line.Arrow Facebook group and see all the pictures there. And I know that there's a lot posted on Instagram as well. I posted mine on Instagram this morning. And then I put a little vintage, it's not vintage, it's real, but it's from England. A friend sent these to me. And I just thought the retro look looked really well. So I added that for the pull. And then I just brought this ribbon around like this. And I won't tie it, but then it just ties like this in a bow. Yeah, I'll tie it. Just so you can see. It's very simple. Oh, I put a grommet in. And then I just have a Happy Meal that I really want to share. I've been wanting to share it for a week. Angela Kerr Designs has a new kit out. And it is called Spring Splendor. So I had ordered the fabric. She makes her own fabric to go with her journals now so that you can use it. And I haven't opened this one yet. So I had ordered the fabric to go with the kit. So she created this fabric in the blush pink and in the lemon yellow to go with the kit. I do not have them printed yet because I just received the fabric. She's in England as well, in the UK, so it just came. So it is very, very strong, almost a canvas. So you get a piece or 2 pieces depending on how much you order, but I want it in both colors, and it's enough to be able to create a journal with, to go with the kit, which I'll be doing. I ordered some fabric from my next journal, but it won't be here till May. So unfortunately, I won't be able to use that fabric, but one of these will go with it. And I've ordered some more fabric from Angela. And then in the fabric bundle, you also get all of these, which are Liberty of London fabric, gorgeous fabric. You cannot get Liberty of London here. You pay a fortune for it. So there's this piece. I won't fold them all out. And then there's this piece. So if you're looking for a spring kit, I highly recommend Angela Kerr from Angela Kerr Designs, her Spring Splendor. And then I definitely encourage you to get the fabric kit. It's not expensive at all. And like I said, this is all Liberty of London fabric that she chose specifically to go with that specific kit. I couldn't resist. Well, I can't resist any of her kits. I've been buying her kits for 3 years and still haven't completed, well, I've completed 2 journals. So that's that. And that. And that. So that's what I ordered. But Angela, very naughty, but I am so happy. She sent me a little Happy Mail. And look at these bags. Are these not going to make gorgeous journal covers? I'm not even going to cover them. Her packaging is beautiful. I tried very hard. And I did peek, but I haven't really opened. So this is our first time. She sent me this as a gift. It's all ribbons to go with the kit and the fabric. So what do you think? Ribbons, trims, they are just, I cried. I cried when I saw that they were the ribbons. Because I did see the ribbons, but either they were already out of them, or possibly I just didn't have the money to get the fabric and the ribbon at the time. She may have been out of it. But we have this trim, which is adorable. And it's all embroidered. And then we have this ribbon. It's like a lemon yellow with a stripe. And then we have this ribbon, which is gorgeous. It's like a mauve. Another lemon yellow. And it's embroidered with a white stitch in the middle. This, look at this. It's got like a fringe on both sides. How gorgeous. She just does everything. I'm not throwing these away. Those will become stamps for my kit. More ribbon. This is adorable. It's daisies. Pink stripe. Yellow rickrack, pink rickrack, and then of course my favorite, gingham, more gingham, more daisies, more daisies. These are flowers. This is a peachy pink with a white polka dot, of course, my favorite. And she also has the papers that match the kit. So she has all the polka dot and the gingham, which I have. I've always had those. This is a velvet. This is a velvet. And this is a green and white stripe. So that's my Happy Meal. Thank you so much, Angela. I can't even explain to you how precious. I won't be able to use these yet, as you know. I will have to hoard them for a little while. Same with the fabric from Liberty of London, because I don't have any, although I have so much fabric. I don't have any Liberty of London, so I won't be able to use this for a little bit. And then, of course, I do have other fabric that she's created that for another journal, which I haven't begun yet. And so, anyway, that's it. So that's from Angela Kerr at Angela Kerr Designs. And if you would like her spring, just go on her YouTube channel and you'll see everything. She shows everything, the laces, the fabrics, the trims, the ribbons, everything. She shows everything that's included in the different kits. And you can buy like all the fabrics separate. You can buy the fabric cover separate, and they're not expensive. I'm just so surprised because she designs that herself. So that's that Happy Meal. And then I received the most precious card from my friend Mandy Batchelor. In the quilt of life, friends are the stitches that hold it together. Mandy, and this is some metallic thread. She's made this entire card herself. This is the back, Mandy Batchelor 2023. And then she wrote me a beautiful note. Is that not just amazing? Mandy, thank you so much. I so appreciate you and love you to the moon and back. It's amazing. It's just, this is all washi. So, I hope you enjoyed that. And then, the last thing I wanted to show you, I go shopping on a site called, it just left me, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. I'll put it in the description below. But anyway, she has, she does vintage hauls. I mean, she'll go all the way to Alaska with a U-Haul and do hauls. And I've wanted a ledger for 3 years. And I was finally able to get one because she does, like, there's hundreds of people that go to her sales. If you've never been to one, you have to go. But you have to get in, you know, you've got to get your, you know, me in, you know, when she shows her things. And they're so inexpensive. I've wanted a ledger for so long. I have ledger pieces that I've purchased, but never a total ledger. And I got it yesterday, so I just wanted to share it with you all. This is from February 2007 to January 2008. So it's not that old. But look, here is where they've flipped through. I just love that. And there's all sorts of little ephemera pieces like Pumice Plowing, Pennsylvania, Andrea's work number. I love it. And it's got so many blank pages in the back if I wanted to print on them. And you could also, I mean, I run these through my printer. You can print on the back. You can tea stain these if you wanted, which I would never, but you could. The ink will not come off. But isn't this gorgeous? And it was very inexpensive. Very. I mean, when I tell you it was too inexpensive. And it's got, I don't know, 200 and something pages. 288, and it's pretty good size. It's a good size, and look at that cover. That's gonna make a gorgeous journal if I ever have the opportunity to stop hoarding it. It just came, so it'll be hoarded for a while. But the measurement's a 12 by 7.5 with a 1-inch spine. Isn't it gorgeous? I just wanted to share that with you all, and I'll put her information in the link below. And yeah, so I believe that's all I needed to show you today. I appreciate you all for stopping by and visiting me with my showcasing of A Story of Hope. That's Hope. And that will be her story of hope when she completes her journey. So I hope that you all enjoyed today's video. I'm sorry for sounding so tired, but I'm sure that you'll understand. Oh, so have a wonderful, wonderful Wednesday. Do something crafty. Be kind to a friend. You never, ever know what they might be going through. Everyone right now is going through such hard. And it's hard. It really is. Hard is hard. So from my heart to yours, be well, be safe, and God bless. And remember, I don't know how to edit these, so it's going up. I love y'all. Thanks for stopping by. Until tomorrow, bye-bye.